The plaid, you're going to need to pin it somewhere periodically to make sure that when you sew it together that it's going to line up. So you want to make sure it's not going to match from the pocket up because this part is on the bias, but it's going to start matching from the pocket down. So you can see that these two would match. So you want to check it and make sure that, see, those two match. And then you want to pin that and make sure it matches. Check it and make sure it's matching all the way down before you sew it together because you don't want to go back and pick it out. Alright? So I'm going to sew these together at a 1/2 inch seam allowance. And then I'm going to press the seam open and I'm going to do the same to the inside and the outside leg. So my outside leg, I like to stitch that first because it's the longest one. And then I would stitch this leg and then I would go press it. Press the seams open. The lining, we're going to sew the two seams together. And then we're going to serge the two seams together. So we're going to use the serge as a finish. But this, we're just going to sew the two together all the way to the bottom. We already have it pinned together, so we know our pattern should be matching. It's a rare occasion that you'll pin it together. These want to come loose. And then they don't match when you get, you know, when you press it open. It happens. So sometimes I just lay them right on top of each other and look at them as I'm stitching them together. So all the way to the bottom. Here's a long seam, right? You can press, stitch all the way up to the pin and then pull your pin out. So then you know it's going to line up correctly when you get to the bottom. So stitch up to the pin and then pull it out. Just again, it's a pin, back stitch, and then we will press it open. Still shifted it. So you all know I need to pin more. These stayed together. The other ones I didn't do. You know exactly what you need to do. But I did this leg already. And you can see that they matched up. Alright, so I'll make some corrections on the other one. But that's the nature of the beast. Okay, so I'm going to pin and stitch these two together. I'm going to look at these, so you can determine which way you want to do it. I'm going to line them up. And then these I'm going to take and look and see that the pattern is lining up as I stitch it together. So you can do it either way. Pin them or line them up. See which one worked the best, right? So after I stitch these two together, I'm going to take one leg and flip it out. So this is going to tell you exactly what you need to do for your lining. Your lining, all you're doing is sewing the darts together and sewing the pleats together. And then we're going to take one leg and turn it right side out. So they just need to be the opposite. One is in, one is out. Then we're going to take it and drop them in the crotch and match up the crotch together. This one I can tell is going to come out much better than the other one. So I'm going to fix my other leg. All the way to the bottom, press the seam open. So I'll show you on this one. That's better. So you determine which way you want to do it. So this leg is out. This is the right side out. This is the wrong side out. I want to drop it down in there. Remember, the seams are already pressed open. We already put the zipper in. So now I need to stitch from the zipper up and close up my back, my crotch. So I'm going to start where I stopped at. Back stitch, 2 stitches. Remember, you already had this pressed open, and we're matching up these seams together. And then I want to match up the plaid on my crotch together as I stitch it closed up. always reinforce my crouch. Nothing worse than sitting down, your pants busting open in the back, right? So we're going to continue this all the way up to the top, and then we'll press the seam open, and then we'll do the waistband, the lining, all that other stuff, and finish up at the end. So some of you are practice stretch a lot too. Hope it work out okay. So then I can pull both legs out. Alright. And they join together. That's the easy way to slow crouch. Stick the one leg in the other. Done. Okay?